Ah, here we go then. Welcome to the Japanese Grand Prix at Suzuka. Nothing much to go through, so we're going to try and keep this short. We're going to keep this sweet. We had a new goal of qualify 5th or better. Looks like it's going to be a dry race, which around Japan you always need. Here's our new contract. Happy new contract that we like. We got some R&D coming for the next race as well. That's going to help us out a lot when it comes to that big long straight at Kota. That's what we like to see. So I think without further ado, what are we doing? I haven't a clue. Here we go. There we go. So performance. You can see Williams has done an upgrade for this race, which doesn't surprise me. Everyone else sort of in the middle as you were. That Red Bull looks like it's struggling. So does Ferrari. That's a shocker. I think we better go take a look at the championship then. Make sure that we all know where we are. So, third World Championship in a row. We have locked it out. So now it's time to concentrate on the battle for second. So we've got Charles Leclerc in second, Sergio Perez, Fernando Alonso, Lance Stroll, Sergei Sorokin, Daniel Ricciardo, Esteban Ocon, Lewis Hamilton, and Pierre Gasly are your top 10. And I do believe that's still yet to score big goose egg for Sainz and for Grosjean. So it's time to go get practiced around Suzuka. It's time to go also get qualified as well. And we will see you on the grid for the Japanese Grand Prix.
We're live today from the Mie Prefecture of Japan as we look forward to the Japanese Grand Prix. The 2015 race here was one of only 5 Grand Prix in history to feature no retirements at all. Although with the highly competitive field we have today, I don't expect we'll be repeating that stat anytime soon. 18 corners make up a lap of the incredible figure-of-8 Suzuka circuit, with 10 to the right and 8 to the left, for a distance of 3.6 miles. Average lap speeds around here are fairly quick. If it stays dry, then expect somewhere in the region of 136 miles per hour. Anthony Davidson joins me again for the race today. Let's talk about Paul. They've had a fantastic campaign. It's been a wonderful year, and they come into this weekend's Grand Prix as a fully deserving champion.
It really is well deserved. I wouldn't say it's been a faultless title challenge, but certainly one that has been consistent and well managed. Here's hoping they let off a bit of steam today and give us an exciting race.
We're almost ready to go then, and this is what the starting grid looks like for today's race. Paul lines up on pole position. Sergio Perez lines up alongside. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Stroll, Sirotkin, Charles Leclerc and Ocon. They've taken a grid penalty. Hamilton, Alonso, Gasly and Marcus Ericsson. Van Dorn, Hülkenberg, Valtteri Bottas and Magnussen. Raikkonen, Sainz, Sebastian Vettel and Roman Grosjean. Verstappen and Daniel Ricciardo rounds off the grid. Now it's almost time to lights out, so let's go down to the track.
This is our engine supplier's home Grand Prix. Let's give them a race worth watching.
Maybe our engine supplier's home race, but I don't think our engine's going to be any good around here. However, it is pole position, and we're mainly there because of the fact that this car, through the fast section at the start of the lap, was stuck to the track. Absolutely on rails, man. What a machine it was in that first section. So it's going to be a one-stop today. Super softs onto the soft tyres. It's going to be a dry race. It's going to be a fun race. I imagine that we're probably going to be owned into the first corner. So let's jump right on in. Let's go and see if that's the case. Us against the world. One more time. So here we go for the running of the Japanese Grand Prix. Home race for Honda. 5 red lights are on the board. It's lights out and away we go. And it's a reasonable start actually for us, but now we've got passed by Perez. We're going to get passed by the Williams cars as well. Round the outside of turn 1, we might get passed by the Leclerc. Is that Ericsson? I haven't got a clue, but we're going to take the Williams back, and we're back up into P3 as we go. Absolutely, look at it. This car is just on rails through this point. Look at it, direction changes, unbelievable. As we go into the Dunlop curve for the first time. Now up and over the crest, down towards the Degner curves. It's Lance Stroll in front of us. We pass Sergei Sorokin. And now into turn number 4. That's Degner 2. Up to the hairpin as we go back to Roman Grosjean. He's fighting with Kimi Raikkonen for P16. And this should be the Constantino. He's going to have it. There you go. And look at that, the Red Bull's behind them. It looks like Verstappen has got past Ricciardo. And that's for last. That's for last. That's all you can say. That is for last position. How disappointed is that? Now who's this? We got that's Ocon and Leclerc for P5. Oh dear. Oh, that's don't tell me Ocon's got problems already. Leclerc through 130R and move him up into P5. Yes, P5. Incredibly. Don't ask me how he's up into P5, but he's up into P5. As here comes Sergei Sorokin. That Williams has got some utter grunt down this front straight. He's going to try on the outside of the first corner. Not if I have ever to say about it. You're going to be pushed wide. And you may have won the Russian Grand Prix, but you're not winning our home race, pal. We'll make sure of that. No problem. Through the S's now. Now we can see how, look at the direction change that this car has got. It's not got the best aero package. It's not got the best chassis package. But what a machine through these absolute fast sweeping corners. You cannot get any better than this. I will honestly say this is the best car I've ever had in Japan. Better than the Williams. Miles better than the Williams, in fact. And that's covering a lot of ground as we go back to Ricciardo and Verstappen. This is going to be for last place, basically. Oh, hello. There you go. It's actually, look at that. Is that Ricciardo's past Vettel? I think it's Ricciardo's past Vettel. For P18 is Verstappen. Going to have a glance as well. No, it's Verstappen passing Vettel. I do apologise. That's Ricciardo. And you can't tell these. Oh, into the side of Vettel. Excuse me, coming through. No love lost between the former Red Bull teammates there as Ricciardo goes up into P19. We've got Esteban Ocon here. He must have a problem because he is absolutely slow. He's got Hamilton on one side. He's got Gasly on the other side. Free wide into 130R. Sort it out, boys. That ain't going to work. Oh, and Ocon keeps P6. Oh, that was crazy from the very start as here comes Sergei Sorokin again. He's going to be shown yet. Oh, no, he's going down the inside of the corner this time. Oh, we've got no answer for that. And oh, aggressive's gone around and into the wall. That's what you get for being very aggressive there, Mr. Sorokin. We gave him the room and he just absolutely binned it. Oh, that is fantastic. That's going to take a car away. It's now put the rapid Charles Leclerc behind us, and Leclerc's got a very good car, especially with that Sauber chassis. It's pretty... Oh, big slide out of Degner too. That's not going to do the super soft tyres any favours. Got to keep an eye on that one. As who we've got here? This looks like Verstappen is now going to have a go at Roman Grosjean for P17. Yep, coming. No, it's P16 now. Sorry, because Sorokin has gone there. So P16 for... Oh no, Grosjean's going to keep P16. That Haas has got some grunt behind it as we head down to 130R. We've got Charles Leclerc gaining on us all the time. Doesn't matter if we put it into rich mix, put it into overtake. That Sauber is fast. As we go to the Gasman, Pierre Gasly. There goes Hamilton down the inside of Ocon. He's going to go around the outside of Ocon. Free wide again into 130R. God, go on. How's that for you? Gasly's just owned the pair of them into 130R. Incredible action there. What a move that was as we start lap number 4 with Charles Leclerc right on our tail. The problem must be the setup is just all wrong. Because... Well, it can't be though, because, I mean, look at this. We're on, here's that S's section. We are on glue. You might as well glue us to that racing line, because we just absolutely get gone by. Whew! That's how it all works out as we go into...
Stroll's taken the lead.
I haven't a clue why I did that. Why did I just do that? I haven't a clue. That was completely nuts and completely insane of me as we go down to the spoon corner for the second time. You see that Perez and Stroll, they've gone. They've checked themselves out of the window here as we go into the spoon corner, now cooking up nicely into the second part of the spoon corner. We've got Charles Leclerc for company. It might be side by side with Charles Leclerc down to 130R. We're going to push him onto the grass. He is not coming through. Thou shalt not pass around 130R on me. In fact, we've forced him. He forced us wide. We forced him wide. That's going to be a bit naughty for the pair of us as we come out of the Casio triangle, and we're actually going to pit. So we're going to get these super soft tyres off a lap earlier than we should have done, and we're going to get onto the soft tyre and see if that does any favour for us. Hopefully it does favour. I know that we're going to have some replays coming up here because it was absolutely nuts behind us going. You can see it still is a bit nuts. We got cars all over the place down to the first corner, but we're going to come out right behind Sergei Sorokin. Wouldn't you know it? Oh, that could only go well. So this happened while we're in the pits. This is Lewis Hamilton still trying to get past Esteban Ocon. And look behind him, you can see that is that Ericsson? I think that's Ericsson passing Alonso. So this is going to be for P7. That's going to be big lock off from Hamilton, but he's going to go around the outside of Ocon and finally get his man. We've still got Sauber and McLaren side by side. Ericsson on Alonso, I do apologise. Alonso's going to have the DRS. Ericsson has the DRS. Will we see side by side down into the first corner? Look at that. In front of us, Ocon's got back past Hamilton. So that Force India is pretty good in a straight line. Oh, as we go a little further up the road, and we will see that is the Red Bulls still arguing with each other. In fact, Ricciardo says, excuse me, I want to have a go at Grosjean here. I don't think Max Verstappen's going to let him have it, though. Side by side down to the spoon corner. He's not going to let him have it. So if you want him, you got to pass him on the track there, Mr. What's his name? As we go up the road to Lewis Hamilton, he'll try and get past Ocon, but Ericsson's got to run as well. In fact, Ericsson might do the pair of them. He has done the pair of them. Marcus Ericsson's on the charge, folks. Move him up into whatever that is, P5. Now, as we see ourselves and Sergei Sorokin. Sorokin has just been an absolute pain in the arse trying to get past. Excuse me, coming through, and he's gone so wide. That was just his fault. That's ridiculous, Sorokin. If you bring
is out, reduce speed and maintain a positive delta.
Really? Well, that VSC coming out is going to guarantee that Charles Leclerc jumps us in the pit stops. In fact, there he is. He's 2 cars in front of us. We've been mugged by Charles Leclerc.
Okay,
Ridiculous.
slow down. Your delta
Sergei
is negative,
Sorokin,
which
what
means you
will
are
you
too
play
fast.
at?
Reduce your pace.
We give you the space and you just absolutely bin it into
VSC
130R.
ending, we're going green.
And bring out
Maintain
the
positive
VSC
delta
for no
until the green
obvious
flags.
reason. You deserve to be struck off as we get back underway here at round Suzuka. That's all you can do is shake your head, man, because we have been absolutely hoodwinked here. So we're not going to be on the podium here. Best that we can do is P4. We've got our teammate right behind us here as we go into the hairpin. So we've got Vettel, we've got Leclerc, I think Ricciardo's up there as well. Yeah, I don't think it'll take long for Leclerc to get past Ricciardo. And then look at that gaggle. So I think at best we can finish P4. That would probably be best. In fact, here goes Leclerc on Ricciardo. No DRS needed. Look at the grunt that Ferrari engine in that Sauber has got. And that is P9 for Charles Leclerc. Unlucky.
The car in front is
as we come through 130R.
2.5 seconds.
I should be annoyed, and I am. Sergei Sorokin wins the Russian Grand Prix, and then he bins it into turn 1, and then decides to take revenge on himself in turn 2, on the way down to the Degner. So the 130R, ridiculous, man, ridiculous. As we see Daniel Ricciardo having to think about a move on Kimi Raikkonen, and that'll be for P7, I think. Round down the inside in the first corner goes Ricciardo. Incredible onboard action there from just above the halo. As we come back to ourselves, we are now P4. Leclerc has jumped us. Stroll has lost a lot of ground to Perez. It looks like Perez has got the lead. We've given a bit of a tail slide through the first Degner corner. So it looks like we're on our own here. So looks like a fight between me and the Gazman. Me and the Gazman for P4. You know that's gonna be personal if we want some of that one. Yeah, we definitely want some of Gasly, and see what our teammate has got for us as we come out the spoon corner down the hill to 130R. Let's see how close he gets to Gasly. Ooh, we get it on the grass just a little bit. That's all it needs. Reduce ERS deployment. He's having to think about it, is the Gazman. He's going to have a big think about it. Ooh, that was close. Look at that. Toro Rosso's in formation down the hill to the first corner. He's really giving us the business here. Pierre Gasly down the outside into the first corner. Will we give him the room? We give him the room. We give him the respect. But, oh, he's run wide. And he gives us a tap on the rear tyre. What are you doing, Gasly? Oh, I didn't realise it was that personal between us as we go to... Who's that? Leclerc? Is that Leclerc or is that Ericsson? Is that Leclerc or is that Ericsson? Who is that? I haven't a clue. We should be looking at the fight in front of us, actually, because that's Ricciardo passing Raikkonen for P8. And it must have been Ericsson behind him. There's Grosjean. He's coming up to the back of Carlos Sainz with Lewis Hamilton not too far behind him, and move Grosjean up into P11. As we go back to that is young Max Verstappen trying to get past Sebastian Vettel for P14. And it looks like he's going to get him around the outside into the first corner. Great move there. Now back down the field again. Here comes Stoffel Van Dorn and Kevin Magnussen for P18 on the track. And through the inside goes Stoffel. Almost. He's almost got it. Oh, they're side by side into the S's. That's not good. Let's see if it stays there. No, Magnussen gives the corner and moves Stoffel up into P18. As we go back up the track, here comes Ricciardo and Raikkonen again for P7. Oh, a bit of tap there, and that'll get Raikkonen out of the way and move him down to P8. Oh, big lock-up as well. There, as we go to the front, we see the Toro Rossos starting a fight again. The Toro Rossos are putting on a show for the Japanese crowd. There, down the outside goes Gasly. Will he get it slowed down in time for the first corner? No, he won't. We're back up the inside, and we give Gasly a bit of retribution as we see Ericsson gaining on Raikkonen, but Raikkonen's going to go down the inside on Ricciardo. In fact, Ericsson might go down the inside, but no. Oh, Raikkonen runs a bit wide. Oof. Oh, it's all kicking off here. You can't keep up here. That's Grosjean and Sainz again, but Hamilton's right on their rear wing. Down the outside goes Sainz. Will Hamilton follow suit? Yes, he will. Side by side through the first corner, Grosjean and Hamilton. But Hamilton's got the... Oh, bit more contact. And a little bit more. They're getting their elbows out here as Hamilton takes P. That's so tight. Sorted out back there. And he's finally going to get his man. Shift Hamilton up a place. There, as we go to Sergei Sorokin. And if I know that Mercedes engine, that is going to be past Magnussen for last 19th place without any problems. There he goes, down the inside of the first corner. Nice and easy as you like. Move Sergei Sorokin to P19. Whew! Timeout. We all need a timeout and a drink. There's no drink in there, so that's not good. So we're going to have to go to the backup supply. Oh, dear me. It's all going off here, isn't it? On lap number 9 of the Japanese Grand Prix. You can see that Leclerc, Stroll and Perez, they've gone. So, yeah, it's going to be P4 for ourselves as we take a sip of drink. That'll help our poor throat out after it was absolutely assaulted in Banbury and Leamington Spa yesterday by the vicious cold weather we're having. But coming out the Casio Triangle, there's the famous Ferris wheel as we go over the curb. Get a warning for that. That's a bit naughty, Ian. As we see Hamilton and Sainz now. This is going to be for P11. There you go. Out round the outside into 130R. That was done before it even started between the pair of them. And I think Sergei Sorokin's about to have Stoffel Van Dorn for P18. This should be done before 130R as well. And it is. There you go. So moves Sorokin up into P18 on the track. Back to the fighting Toro Rossos as we start lap number 10. Where's Gasly going to go? Where's Gasly going to go? He's going to think about the outside. Think about it there. Oh, he's stuck it, but no. Oh, he'd run wide and got very loose there as we come to Daniel Ricciardo. So he's still fighting with Kimi Raikkonen for P8. And down the inside of Raikkonen's finally going to get his man, is he? But Ricciardo's going to hold him on the outside. They're going to be side by side into the S's. They're banging wheels. They're banging elbows. Getting the elbows out in front of the Japanese crowd. And move Ricciardo, yes, up into P8. Finally, he's got his man. And that was pretty much well deserved. Whew, dear me. Now, it does look like on the minimap we are starting to slowly gain
Battery
on
charge
Charles
is
Leclerc.
low. If we turn down the ERS deployment, we can harvest more energy.
Turn the battery down. But you've got Charles Leclerc right on our... Gasly right on our tail. How do I get the Frenchman and the Monegasque confused with each other? I don't know. We're basically having fun now because we've won the championship. It's just time to have a bit of fun and sort it out between ourselves as we go into 130R. But it's just a flick of the steering wheel of 130R into the Casio triangle over the curb. Boom, boom. That should be nicely done. That should keep Pierre Gasly out of
3 laps of fuel remaining.
Heads for the time being. Unfortunately, though, I've got a feeling we're going to be seeing some action from Kimi Raikkonen and Daniel Ricciardo in a second because those two are still fighting hammer and tongue. Here we go, thought so. Oh, big lock-off from Ricciardo. I think Raikkonen's going to have some of that down into the first corner. He's going to have DRS as well to help him out. Only one DRS around Suzuka. It needs 2, if I'm being honest. But the problem is the only other place you stick it is going down into 130R. Round the outside for Kimi Raikkonen. That's done and done. Oh, something flew off Ricciardo then. I think it was a bit of rear wing, or front wing I should say. That might come back to haunt him as we go to Esteban Ocon. What's he doing all the way down there? That's P16 on Nico Hulkenberg. He has had an absolute calamity, unless the VSC screwed him over as well. With a motorbike going on outside of us. Thanks there, mate. Keep your bike down. You're in a residential neighbourhood, you nonce. Oh dear. It's all kicking off around here, and that's what we like to see as we go back to ourselves with Pierre Gasly. This is for P4. Look at this. Look at the helicopter view side by side into 130R. The Toro Rossos will go little wide by Gasly, but Gasly's going to take P4. But we're going to come right back down the inside of that Casio triangle and give him some of the elbows as well. That is what you call close quarter racing, but Gasly's got the run round the outside. Have we got DRS? Has he got DRS? We've got DRS. It's going to be side by side down into the first corner. What? The Japanese crowd must be on their feet as we take the lead back for P4. What a fight between the pair of us. Oh, dear me. Let's go back down the field. This is Ericsson, Ricciardo and Raikkonen. I think Ericsson, has Ericsson somehow got past Ricciardo and Raikkonen? He has! How have you managed that? Actually, no, that's not Ricciardo. That's Hamilton, sorry, and Ricciardo. This must be a result of that rear wing, that front wing damage that Ricciardo has. But you can see Hamilton's going to capitalise here. He'll take Ericsson down into the first corner. Ricciardo's going to follow suit. And thank you very much. Move Ericsson back 2 places. They're having a good fight, but he's got some traction. We're going to go side by side through the S's. So Hamilton, I don't know where Hamilton's up to. I've lost count. And quite frankly, I don't care. In fact, there goes Ricciardo back around the outside of Ericsson. Thank you very much. Keep him where he is as we go to, that must be Sergei Sorokin. He's going to, is it Sergei Sorokin? No, that's Grosjean and Sainz again fighting for P11. and move him up into P11 as we go back to the other, I need to call it south, but it's a Renault. That is Hulkenberg going to get past Ocon for P16 down the inside into the first corner. And you wouldn't believe that that's a nice move there. That's actually how it's supposed to be done. As we go up to the front of the field, that's Ricciardo and Ericsson again with Grosjean in close attendance. And we're going to move Ericsson past Ricciardo. Will Ricciardo have a think about a move back into the Casio triangle? No, he won't. He might have to defend like mad from Roman Grosjean there, but we've come to the front here. The Toro Rossos are still fighting each other on the last lap. This is incredible action. Down the outside will go Pierre Gasly. Side, but we almost made contact there as well. Whoa! Get yourself slowed down there, boys, because that's going to end up nasty as we go to Alonso. We haven't seen Alonso all race, but he's P6. Well, not anymore, because there goes Valtteri Bottas down the inside. That was done even before the first corner came into view. So move Bottas into P6. And I believe this will be Hulkenberg and Ocon for P16 again. Down, will it be a down? No, he's going to go down the outside is Ocon. That's done before the first corner as well. Incredible. As we come into the hairpin. So it looks like, I don't think Perez has walked off with this by a canter. And that shocks me that a Force India is going to win the Japanese Grand Prix. I would have thought it would probably have been Leclerc or Alonso winning this Grand Prix. But obviously not there as we go to Perez. He'll be coming through the Casio triangle. He'll win the Japanese Grand Prix. And thank you very much. That is job done for Force India. We'll be there in a minute, folks. As we go to Raikkonen and Hamilton. That's going to be for I think it's going to be for the last point position as well, P10. So this is crucial, but Hamilton's going to get past Raikkonen, and that's done before 130R. Thank you very much. Move Hamilton up a position over Kimi Raikkonen. But we've had some fun in front of the Japanese crowd. There's Perez winning the Grand Prix. In fact, Gasly had another look down the inside of 130R. We got a warning for exceeding the track limits. I think that was a bit out of order there. But coming out the Casio triangle, down the hill. It's not the podium for Honda, but it's P4. And a good fight all round.
Okay, pick up rubber and bring it home.
I rather enjoyed that fight. Very entertaining.
Brilliant stuff from Force India today. What a superb victory. Anthony, what do you think made the difference here?
Well, I'd say it's just raw pace, plain and simple. I mean, we could sit here and talk about strategy all day, the overtaking, looking after the tyres. But at the end of it all, if you want to win, you need a package that's got the speed over everyone else. And that's exactly what they had today.
Well, I'm thoroughly exhausted after the excitement of that race, but I'm sure it's nothing compared to our drivers here. They've worked hard to make it up there, and it's great to see them make their way out onto the podium. Well, the lead at the top has come down after a poor result for our points leader. And now I'd like to ask you, Anthony Davidson, who was your driver of the day?
Let's give it to Sergio Perez. That was a commanding performance today. Very impressive indeed.
And here's how things are shaping up in the Constructors' Championship. The lead at the top comes down after a strong weekend from the challenging pack. There was also a strong showing from the Mercedes team today as they make their way up the standings. After all this drama, you'd be mad not to join us for the next race. We hope to see you then. Take care.
So, victory for Sergio Perez. For Force India, Lance Stroll finishing behind him and Charles Leclerc on the podium. But all that means that, look at that, us P4, P5 for Gasly. Not a bad result there for Toro Rosso. Valtteri Bottas from P13 on the grid to P6. What a move. Race he had. And Alonso P7. Hamilton P8. Raikkonen from P15 to 9th. And Ericsson to P10 from 10th. And there's all the runners around. Sorokin finished 18th eventually. Well, Your own fault there, you dick, not mine. So let's head off and let's go have a chat with that Scottish minx, shall we?
Amazing performance out there. You must be really happy.
Of course I am.
So talk us through what happened between you and your rival.
Pierre's the man. That's all I can say to that. We were just pushing each other, putting on a show for these passionate Japanese
Do you have
people.
any comments about the collisions?
Yes, I do. Sergei Sorokin needs to learn where he's looking, but instead you could have a big FU.
Well, thanks anyway.
Yeah, get salty. That's what I say. Well, if you're going to ask stupid questions, then you're going to get given the stupid answers. So, yeah. That didn't go well to Leclerc, did it? We were pole and we finished 4th. I think that could only be suggested it's a bit disappointing there. 1,500 resource points to play with. Yeah, no problem.
That's a great result. You did really well.
Although Jeff calls it a good result. I don't personally. I think if anytime you're pole position, and you should take advantage of it.
To new historic events, you'll be able to choose whether or not to participate.
Met my race targets. Yeah, that's fine. Whatever. I'm not exactly too impressed with it, if I'm being honest with you, there, man. Let's have a look at the R&D tree. Can we spend any of this 1,500? Well, certainly not on that. Ooh, here comes an aero upgrade for Brazil. 1495 out of 1509. That's going to leave about 19 points back. 14? 14, there we go. Good on the aero upgrade, man. Let's see. Can't do anything there. Gearbox is looking good. We've only completed 3 races with this gearbox, though. I thought we'd completed more. There's the points. Come on, the Gazman. I want to try and get Gasly up into the top 6. I think that's fair to him. We're getting close to the constructors. We're not going to win it in Kota. Got an airplane circling around outside. That's the second time that that's happened. So that's going to do it for us. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you did enjoy the Grand Prix there. It certainly was a fun and entertaining race for myself and Gasly. Leave a like if you did that. We'll see you on the next episode when we're going to go racing around Kota. So we'll take care and we'll see you then.